1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon. Oh,
that has retired, but apparently he's now going to Fenerbahce. You remember Fenerbahce? Where this player's gone? What's his name? Mamouche, Omar Mamouche.
Yeah.
So he's gone there. Now, I believe it's a Turkish football club, isn't it? Fenerbahce.
You're probably right.
Yeah, it sounds
probably
sounds
right.
Turkish, doesn't it? Yeah. Now he's gone from Al Ittihad or Ittihad, however you pronounce it, to then go to. I didn't think the reason why I brought it out is I didn't think players could come back from Saudi and still manage to reintegrate. I didn't think that was possible. I didn't think that was possible. It looked like the junkyard for me. Excuse my word. Excuse the language. Because I don't think it's junk in that sense. But I just thought it was like a kind of a hospice where players would go when they're no longer able to be in the Premier League. I think of them like I think of the American club as well. Where Beckham started that exodus where he went to America, and then we have Messi and was it Luis Suarez? They used to play for Liverpool, so they're all. Now I didn't think players could come back from there and then reintegrate into the mainstream kind of football, because I know Fenerbahce is sometimes they do play in the Champions League.
That's right.
Yeah, they used to play in the Champions League. So they kind of sort of mainstream. When you talk about Europe, now he's come from Saudi to then get to Fenerbahce. Does that mean there's hope for Ronaldo?
Well, yeah. I mean, you used quite a good analogy there, saying about it could be viewed as a bit of a hospice where older players go to retire and stuff. But if you think about it, Jordan Henderson has come back and he's playing for Brentford. I don't think he starts every week, but he's still, and of course he's played for England in more recent times, which, I mean, I always thought he's a very good footballer, but I was surprised when Thomas Tuchel picked him for England, because he was playing in one or two or more than that friendlies going back, or qualifiers, and I thought, well, I don't see him personally as leading the charge in the World Cup. I think his day has gone now. I mean, he was very good, I think, captain of Liverpool for a long time, and he obviously did okay when he went out to Saudi, although from what I remember reading some time ago, he and his family didn't really settle. I'm trying to think, they didn't live in Saudi itself. He may have played there, but they lived just outside in somewhere else. But anyway, I don't think his family settled, so I guess he was looking to come back. And I read a few times that he was going to do some work with Liverpool and then somewhere in Scotland, but he then wound up with Brentford. And as I say, I've seen him at Palace when we I think last season, when we played them. It may have been this season actually, and he was playing then. And he's still got his passing ability and stuff like that. So that in itself is evidence that they're not just going to Saudi to die, even though you might say, I mean, to die football-wise, you might say that the majority are unlikely to come back to play again, partly because if they ever needed more money, which they probably wouldn't if they'd gone out from the Premier League, then they're certainly going to come back with a hat full of cash.
say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, three beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show.
A hat full of cash, and they won't need to come back to work, but many of them will probably want to, and if they're young enough, I don't know, this side of 30, then maybe they love the game so much they want to get involved again. Others might want to be pundits or, commentators or helping out in some other way. They probably won't want to sit around in their lavish mansions doing nothing, because that's soul destroying. We all know. So yeah, I don't think it is the hospice. I think if the player is not too old in football terms and is good enough, and Conte was, in my opinion, a very, very good player, I'm not surprised he's found some work coming back. Where did you say he's playing for? Who did you say he's playing for?
Fenerbahce in
Fenerbahce. He's playing for them as well. Yeah, but as you say, Ronaldo, from what I gather, is on strike, isn't he? He's not going to kick a ball at the moment, which sounds a bit odd.
Can you imagine being paid that amount of money? Can you imagine going to work, right, bro? You're going to work, and then your manager says to you, well, this is what you got to do. And then you say to your manager, because you've not employed this staff, I'm on strike. Can you imagine how that would turn out?
Yeah. Well, I suppose in a way, he's that powerful, or is he? Will he get his way? Possibly, but probably not, I think. So, but let's face it, to be in a position where you can withhold your labour and it won't make a damn bit of difference to your circumstances financially or probably in other ways.
Yeah.
It may be a ploy for him to, a bit like the managers over here we've talked about, you do something that gets you sacked. Maybe he wants that to somehow release him in a manner that's acceptable to him, rather than asking for a transfer and all the rest of it. It's almost beneath him to do that. So he may just be employing some clever means of getting his own way. But I mean, he obviously wants to play in the World Cup, doesn't he?
He does.
I imagine he must want to play for Portugal in the World Cup, which he probably will, I guess. Yeah. I'm assuming they have qualified. I think they have.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
But yeah.
Now I think we're on the same line of thought with the way the managers do it, to invoke the sack. I think but in his contract runs out in June, which is only 4 months away. So, I don't know why he would be that foolish to put a dent in it. Well, maybe he does have that power, like you say.
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, 3 beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on